Welcome back. It's time for our weekly horror special. Today we're going a little bit different. It's not about ghosts. It's actually disturbing abandoned building encounters. Although it's a little different, I'm sure I'll still be plenty scared for your entertainment, so let's get into it.
Urbex is a small YouTube channel where the uploader posts raw footage of his explorations of abandoned locations all over the US. Jared uploaded a video where he explored an abandoned dog treat manufacturing factory in Wichita, Kansas. For the first few minutes of the video, the exploration is pretty uneventful, and except for the usual couple of strange thuds and bangs that can be heard nearby, it seems like Jared's alone. Even though it's relatively common for—
Does bro just break into abandoned buildings? Like, is that legal to record and then put online? Either way, oh well, big ups Jared
It
Urbex.
doesn't seem like anyone was squatting in the factory that day. After exploring the multiple floors of the building in detail, Jared looks out the window and sees a red car pulling up to the factory and start making its way through the gates.
Drug deal.
He's gonna go around where I can't see him.
Drug deal. Human trafficking.
I really do gotta get out of here now. I don't like that.
After it becomes obvious that the man in the red car has plans to enter the factory, Jared does the only reason—
It looks like an old man though. Although in saying that, Jeffrey Epstein was an old man too. So is Prince Andrew.
without being noticed. Unfortunately, the car goes around the building and out of his field of vision, which means that by the time the car is parked in front of the factory, the man could be anywhere.
Surely we get to find out what he was up to.
Someone's right out there.
Maybe he's like got someone held captive in there.
What do I do?
Maybe it's more of a Joseph Fritzl than a Jeffrey Epstein.
Holding.
I want to know what he's up to. This is so intense. It's like a true crime documentary.
Entrance of the factory. To make matters much worse, it appears as though the man has something in his hands, and from a distance, it's impossible to tell whether it's something as simple as a flashlight or a potential weapon.
Was that a gunshot?
Oh my.
Did he just shoot his victim?
Was that a gunshot?
No, this is seriously insane.
I think it was. He had something in his hand too.
I would be out of there so fast. Oh God, what if he was holding someone hostage there for information? Because like, that's what they do. They take you to abandoned buildings and they had someone tied up and then they shot him and this guy caught it all on camera but didn't actually see the crime. The camera work needs more work. I want to see the actual crime. I need to know what happened.
Over the next few minutes, Jared does his best.
Is that a
to
slide?
find out undetected,
Hell yeah.
Which is much easier said than done when you have no idea where a potentially armed man who probably knows the layout of the building much better than you do is hiding.
Bro, this is like
Just when it
Outlast
seemed
or
like Jared
something.
was gonna make it out undetected, this happens.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's just me.
No, don't tell them it's just you. Oh my God, he's got a gun and a bulletproof vest.
To death.
Okay, get over there now.
What?
Sit down. Give you handcuffs.
Huh?
Put 'em on.
I'm not letting anyone handcuff me. No. Although he's got a
Put
gun.
'em on, you can put 'em on. Take your pick.
I've never put on handcuffs before.
Just put 'em on each side of you. How's that?
This is terrifying.
That way you can carry 'em in front, okay?
What's gonna happen?
What's going to happen is the police is going to come, and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing.
Ah.
It's nothing these days. A lot better than me shooting you, isn't it?
Does he just own the building and he knew someone was trespassing, so he's like come and had a look and he fired a warning shot or something? I thought he was gonna like handcuff him and drag him inside. He's just gonna call the police. That's probably the
Is that what I heard?
best case scenario.
What'd you shoot at?
Shoot it. See people, I shoot at them.
There
If
was
they
no-
run, you shoot. There you go.
This is bizarre.
Nothing will happen, okay?
Alright.
Already shot one guy this week. Another one.
Why have you shot someone?
It's all right.
I have so many questions.
I'll shoot you.
Why is he so protective of this abandoned factory?
Don't you see? Something says a use of deadly force. What do you think that is?
Yeah, but why? I have so many questions. Why is he defending this factory like his life depends on it? Either this man is running a meth lab out of there, or he's got people held prisoner in there, or he uses it for like trafficking, whether it be drugs or people or God knows what. I have so many questions.
I thought that was kids spray paint.
No, that's me telling you I'll shoot you.
Why though?
Nobody else is with you, right?
No, it's just me.
Okay, if I see somebody, I'm gonna end up probably shooting them.
Oh no. If
I would not be telling him I was alone because this man could just drag me out the back and shoot me. No one else knows I'm there.
I were with someone and I know you shoot people, I would have gotten them.
Okay. I just don't want, you know, they scare me, I'll shoot in a heartbeat.
This man seems so unhinged. He's so trigger happy. He just keeps talking about shooting people. The way he's speaking is genuinely freaky.
Yeah.
He seems so unpredictable.
It's life.
It's not life.
Who appears to
It's
be
not
an
life.
armed vigilante of some sort pops out of the bushes just as Jared is about to leave and holds him hostage, even ordering him to put on a pair of handcuffs.
This is
During
bizarre.
the exchange, it
I'd
turns
never
out
do it
the man is
again.
in his right mind, which makes the fact that he's carrying a fully equipped assault rifle that much more disturbing.
And a bulletproof
At one point
vest.
in the conversation, the man orders Jared to get into his car, and at that point, Jared doesn't really have a choice.
What we gonna do?
That's terrifying. This man literally just like kidnapped him. And you're telling me this man continued to go into abandoned buildings and film even after this happened? Shout out Jared Urbex again, because that is insane. I hope that's his name. I can't remember.
Your bag in the trunk, okay? I'll put my gun in there too. Alright?
Why is he forcing him into the car? I thought he was ringing the police.
Set everything out, the police will come, they'll ask you for your driver's license, and they'll give you a little ticket.
Although
But
Jared
why?
didn't record the part where he got into the car out of fear that the man would freak out if he realized he was being recorded, the YouTuber later explained that the cops took an hour and a half to get there. Disturbingly, when the cops finally arrived and while they were all talking, they saw two kids go up to the factory the same way Jared had, at which point the man looked the cops dead in the eye and said that if he saw the kids inside the factory, he was going to shoot them.
How are the cops not arresting this man that's threatening to shoot people for just wandering around? They are children, they said. Children. And he's going to shoot them?
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened.
He shot them. He shot the kids after telling the cops he was going to shoot the kids. The cops did nothing and he did shoot them. This is the wildest shit I've ever heard.
As Jared was being taken to the police station for trespassing, the cops got a report that two kids had been shot at the factory.
By an
Thankfully, it
assault
turned out that the man
rifle.
was bluffing with his weapon, which was only loaded with non-lethal pellets. But still, the kids had to be taken to the hospital to be treated for their wounds.
And their PTSD. Don't forget the PTSD. The man shot children.
During the investigation, the man was identified as 62-year-old Ken Thomas, and even after shooting at the two kids, he was only sentenced to 2 years probation.
What? This man's fucking unhinged. He shot children and he got 2 years probation. And he kidnapped someone. I need to know what his connection with that factory was, because there has to be a reason he's protecting it so much. Surely the police did like a search of the factory or something. There better be
Since that
answers.
day, Jared hasn't gone back to the abandoned factory again.
But why was he protecting it so bad in the first place? I don't see how the next ones can top that. That was insane.
In 2019, a group of 5 real estate investors walked into a distressed property in the
Oh, so these aren't all videos by Jared Urbex. I thought he just continued to scope out these buildings even after all that happened. I was like, that man has balls. But this is someone else. Okay.
neighborhood of Southwest Philadelphia. The visit to the distressed house started out pretty ordinarily, but a few minutes in, just as one of the investors was about to walk up the stairs,
They're trying to stop people from going up the stairs with all the broken glass. That's like some Home Alone level booby trap.
extremely disturbing.
Yeah, it is a booby trap. Oh, no way. They've literally like got tripwires as well, not just broken glass. They've been watching way too much Home Alone. Oh my god, if you trip the tripwire, the knife up there will fall on your head. This is Kevin McAllister on crack.
Right there. You see the wire? You don't see the knife up there? Right here. You see this wire going over
That's
here?
insane. They got a knife tripwire. What have they got up there?
Crutch. What a knife. How'd you catch that?
Based on what the
Thank God
investors
they
are
did.
saying, there appears to be some sort of booby trap system built into the staircase. Had any of them followed through with walking up the staircase,
I wanna know what's
seeing
up
the
there.
innocent house walkthrough could have turned bad very quickly.
Get the police and put some body cams on the police and show me what's in there.
After analyzing the booby trap for a few minutes, they decided to activate it to see what would have happened to the investor if he had continued climbing the
Yes!
flight of stairs.
Show us.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it?
Yes, if you step on it. Well,
Oh!
I mean, it was a bit of a delayed booby trap, but like, look at that shot, man. That is insane. What have they got upstairs that they're so protective of? You just know a crack addict built that thing.
No. Hold on. You need to stop more. You need to step off.
Yo, that would have got you right in your neck.
Oh my God! Right in his head.
Yo, you gotta
My head.
Disturbingly, the knife comes down right at the level of the investor's neck as soon as the wire is activated. It's hard to imagine.
I mean, it's not as soon. It was pretty.
Booby trap a house like
But I
that.
need to know why. Again, this video is showing us the places, but they're not telling us why the old man was stalking the factory. They're not telling us why they had this knife booby trap. What is in these places that people are needing to defend it like that?
Probably wouldn't live to tell the tale. Even though the trap was built
That's
in a very
crazy.
do-it-yourself kind of way with a rusted knife, some duct tape, some wire, and a crutch, the speed at which the knife was designed to come down right at neck level obviously means that whoever built it wasn't playing around and meant to do some serious damage. Finders Beepers History Seekers is a YouTube channel where urban explorers Matt and Andy document their visits.
Finders Beepers History Seekers is such a sick channel name. Shout out to them.
Hundreds of abandoned locations around the world. What's funny about this channel is they always bring their dog Bear with them on their explorations.
Oh, what if Bear gets hurt?
Capture footage they might
That's quite
otherwise
cute
miss.
though.
In March 2023, they uploaded footage of their visit to an abandoned house in the UK. Throughout their first few minutes of their exploration, Matt and Andy come across all kinds of old history books, kitchen utensils, and other abandoned objects, but for the most part, nothing too out of the ordinary. This happens.
What happened? What did Bear find?
On it there for a bathroom cabinet. That makes no sense at all. Bear, you're just causing so much bother.
I thought that was in my house. I didn't realize it was in the video. Oh my god. Bear. Bear, protect yourself, Bear.
Someone's just run down those stairs.
What if Bear gets hurt? Call the dog back.
Hello? Hello?
Oh my god, I'd be terrified. I'd actually wee myself. I would actually wee my pants.
Hello?
Is Bear shaking or is he wagging his tail?
We're not secure. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to hurt you. We're urban explorers. Just having a look round.
God,
Hello?
you'd run into some crazy smack addicts doing this. Like squatters.
I'm going to have to watch you back. That was definitely somebody running down the stairs. 100% that was someone running down the stairs.
That's when they decided to review the GoPro footage on their dog Bear to see if it showed anything.
What did Bear
A
get?
bit before they heard footsteps running down the stairs, his camera caught dead.
Bear's doing the Lord's work. Bear found someone under the bed. Bear. Oh my god, thank god they had the dog and the GoPro. Because the dog would have been able to smell him. Again, I would never go out and explore again. That would be it for me. I always thought abandoned building exploring with like a group would be fun, but this video has made me absolutely, no way am I in hell am I ever gonna do that.
Disturbingly, there was someone hiding under the bed in the second floor bedroom. Even though it's hard to see everything clearly with the dog.
I mean, you can
it's
definitely see
obvious
that's a
that there's
person.
hiding under the bed. To this day, they still don't know who was hiding under the bed. It's pretty likely that the guy under the bed was just a squatter who was probably more scared of them and left the house in a hurry to get some privacy.
Probably homeless
Still,
or
it must have been
tweaking.
incredibly chilling to review the footage and realize they were never alone.
Imagine you're just like a homeless person and you found like an abandoned building to try and hide out in because it's cold. And then suddenly there's people walking around and a dog sniffing your bum. I don't even know who the bad guys are in this situation.
Exploration Unknown is a YouTube channel owned by a guy named John who's uploaded countless videos of his urban explorations since 2016. In March,
These people have such
John and
big
another
balls, I
YouTuber
could never.
explored an abandoned house where a woman had reportedly taken her life years after the death of her child. Just a few minutes
See, why would you voluntarily go and explore a place where a woman unalived herself after her child died? Because honestly, you are asking to be possessed. You are asking to be haunted. And I take back the big balls comment. Maybe you're just stupid.
into the video, it becomes pretty clear that the structure of the building is extremely unstable.
That floor is gone right there. It's a deep drop. These floors are not very stable.
What happens if you do get injured in a place like this? Would things like insurances cover it because you're doing something that's technically illegal? Is it illegal though if it's an abandoned building? Like, is that still trespassing? I don't really understand the legalities of it.
You guys check out that fireplace.
If that falls, dude,
Yeah, I would not be going over there.
Do to the rest of this house.
Yeah, I know, because that's a load-bearing wall out there.
When it comes to urbex, a lot of people will talk about the risks of running into a hostile squatter, a rabid stray dog, or the cops.
But not a house
One of the biggest
avalanche.
risks when exploring unstable structures like these is falling through the floor or having the entire building collapse on you, leaving you trapped under tons and tons of rubble.
Yeah, and then
Before
who's
John
liable
gets a chance
there?
to explore the rest of the house, something pretty scary that serves as a reminder of the dangers of urban exploration happens to John.
He falls through the
I
floor.
think we've decided to chance it. What do you
Why?
think, Tim? I think we talked about it.
It hasn't moved anymore.
Why? You don't even gain anything out of it.
Yes.
Let's go back here to the room where the wall.
Oh, wait, no, they mean they're going to chance the rest of the house. I thought they were going to chance the rotten floor, and I was like, why? You don't even gain anything out of that. What would be the point?
You didn't fall through the floor, did you?
No, but it cracked a little.
Oh,
He's
man,
going to
there's
fall
a
through the
big
floor in a
here.
sec.
Oh, shoot.
Oh! He fell through the floor!
Yeah. Well, I just fell through the floor.
At least he didn't fully fall through the floor. That one definitely wasn't as exciting as a man shooting literal children, but you know, we'll take it.
TP Urbex is a channel dedicated 100% to urban exploration.
So urbex is obviously like a name for urban exploration. I didn't realize this was like such a big thing. Watch me fall down a rabbit hole of urbex videos for the next foreseeable future, honestly.
And even though it's only been active for a little over a year, it's already grown to over 350,000 subscribers. In January 2024,
That's crazy.
a video was uploaded to the channel featuring two young urban explorers visiting an abandoned high school. From my research, the school that was featured in the video was William A. Wirt High School.
One thing I really don't understand is how things like hospitals and schools and things like that can just be abandoned. Doesn't someone still technically own it? Or if it's government owned land, like why don't they get demolished and something built on there? Like why do these structures that are like they're not able to be used anymore, why do they just get abandoned like this and just left to go derelict? If they're not good enough to use, demolish it and build something else there. I don't understand how these buildings can be abandoned. And like, doesn't someone still own them? And why are they just letting it go into disrepair? If someone knows, please let me know.
Located less than a mile from Lake Michigan. Even though the abandoned building is in absolutely terrible condition in the footage, it's still clear that back in the day it was probably a nice school. Out of the entire school,
But how does it get
seems to be in the best
abandoned?
condition, with the bright red
Like, does the school just close and then everyone's like, well, we'll just leave it there?
seats serving as a nostalgic reminder of what the school used to look like before it was closed. As the teens are walking through the aisles, they catch a glimpse of a man holding a metal pipe staring them down near the auditorium entrance.
Where?
Some kids got in here and were throwing some stuff from the balcony area.
I want to see the man. I don't care about that.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
He's running away. He's like, hey, what's up, man? Getting the fuck away from you.
Hey, we'll leave, bro. We'll leave, alright?
Is he chasing them? I'll get him on camera. I want to see. Oh my god, I would pee myself again. My pants would be so wet with urine.
Just get out of any of this door right here.
I would just preface that.
You sure? Let's go. Yo, let's go.
The man
Yo.
with the pipe
I
started
want to
chasing
see
them out of
him. All I'll say is terrible camera work by them there. You ain't even get the man. You didn't even get the man in the shot. How do I know he was real?
Pretty disturbing how the guy never even speaks to the teenagers. He just starts chasing them with a metal pipe that
Exactly,
carries
like, was he
as a
even real?
makeshift weapon.
Or was
When
this
kind of
all
stuff
for
happens, you
clickbait?
really have to- In September 2020, John and Tim from Exploration Unknown
Oh, we know these guys.
documented their visit to an abandoned altar in the middle of the woods. From the very
What did
start
he
of the
find this
visit,
time?
some red flags came up that John and Tim should probably have taken as invitations to leave.
Are they gonna fall through the floor again?
Where are we?
They're gonna get
It's
shot.
supposed to be public land.
This is gonna be another shooting incident.
Well, maybe it's like this over here, somebody's private property. And I know this over here should be like public land.
I would not be doing this sort of stuff in America, of all places as well, where anyone could have guns and just like shoot you. Like, I feel like in Australia, I'd be relatively safe doing this. Like, someone could obviously still like kidnap me or stab me. But literally over there, anyone could have guns. They could just shoot you and you're in the middle of nowhere in the dark.
A couple of minutes later, after following the directions they were given, they got their answer.
Saw something behind you. Shh. Dude, kill your light. Kill your light, dude. Oh my god, dude, it's a car.
Oh, they're gonna get shot. Again, I'm pissed myself already by this point.
Get down, get down.
There is a river running down my legs.
You shut the engine off.
Thing is, places like this, the sort of people it attracts, like I said earlier, you're going to be your traffickers, your dodgy ass criminals. They are not going to think twice about shooting you if they think you have seen their dealings, their business. This is probably one of the most dangerous things you could do, especially in the States. And these people are insane. And I'm also going to go watch the shit out of their videos after this.
Hey, that's your damn license, sir.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Get off my property.
He's got a gun. They always have a gun. It's America.
We gotta get out of here. Okay. Go, go, go. Go. Oh, God.
Oh my God, he's shooting at them.
Tim, you okay? You okay? Get up, dude. Come on.
Has Tim been shot or has he just shit himself?
Are you hit? Are you hit? Oh, God, run, dude, run. Run, 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 run. Okay, okay.
After getting out of his car, a man
No
who can
way.
be assumed to be the property owner points his gun at the uploader and his friend and tells them to get off his property.
Bro shot at them. See, this is what I said. You don't mess around with this shit in America.
If you yell something out to
They
try to
shoot
calm
first,
down,
ask questions
you send
later.
notification to someone with a deadly weapon who may or may not be in his right mind. But on the other hand, if you don't signal your location, the property owner might feel threatened. As they were running out of the woods, the man shot at them, and initially it looked like Tim fell to the ground from being shot at. But it seems like he just tripped either by something on the ground
He
or
just shit
by
himself.
the sound of the gun.
He 100% just shit himself.
Fortunately, Tim and John were able to get out of those woods unscathed, and they never went back again.
No, I don't blame them.
John got his intel about the supposed abandoned altar in the middle of the woods, but it was clearly faulty.
Someone set them up to get shot. That was insane. That was probably the craziest video I have ever watched. If you like this kind of content, be sure to let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, because I would happily watch this kind of content again. Obviously, check out some other videos we've done, and I'll see you soon. Bye.